Action! Welcome to another episode of Universe. You're watching a soon-to-be ECW episode number 446. Again, we got some new intros. We already seen Raw, SmackDown Lives, and now it's time for ECW, the Line of Extreme. Here it is. And welcome everybody. Now it's time to kick off and start off the show of ECW. Welcome Silvertube Official, Ross Mackey, and Jerix. We're here live in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm your host, your commentator, and your friend of the morning, the evening, afternoon, depending on where you reside upon, and the point of region that you're currently staying in. Giddy Paper 281 from FRJ Productions. Now, let's go ahead and start off the show. Starting off the night, we got a tag team matchup between the team of David and Jamal, the ECW Tag Team Champions, and they're opposing Heath Slater and Rhino, going by Slater and Rhino. See what happens. Plan on doing UFC tonight or later. Cool. I don't know what to do. I did not sign up for NXT to be a jobber, so I feel like Triple H has a problem with me. I doubt he does. I mean, you just need to find a good way to start off and build momentum. It happens to everybody pretty much. Let's see. FRJ, I'm planning on starting up my own show, and I don't want to just use WWE. Do you have any ideas for a name? Well, it really just depends. What do you mean by that? Because if you just want to have like a show where, like, let's say there's two shows, right? Raw and SmackDown Live, they're a part of a brand known as WWE. So are you trying to build a brand and then have shows based off of that brand, or are you just having one show, one brand, period, bottom line? Because that way we can kind of progress from here. Because as of right now, I don't know, like, it seems like you just want one show and one whole thing, which would be easier. But if you're planning on having one promotion, multiple spin-offs or brands, if you will, then we can go from there and try to figure it out together. Why isn't Super Silva in the SDL intro? Well, because honestly, he just got there. I mean, I don't really have a better explanation than that. Okay. Well, now that will be okay. So now that seems easy. Now we're gonna go ahead and get it going here. So what Jerix just said, I was gonna put into my next statement. Now, I don't know what you would really want in it. Like, would you want the word wrestling in the title as well? Like, let's say United Wrestling Federation, right? So if we were to go like that, would you want wrestling and then, like, I don't know, federation, entertainment, promotions, international, something like that, you know? Because that's where we'll be going towards next. Because I know sometimes people don't want wrestling involved in the name. So, like TNA, right? Total Non-Stop Action. Later on, they eventually added, okay, so you want wrestling in there. Alright. So, we want wrestling in the title, or at least abbreviated to a 3-letter, 4-letter, 2-letter promotion. So, we got the wrestling part. Easy. Now, what would you like to have a part of it? Like entertainment, like WWE, or a federation like how WWE used to have it. Also, you could put promotions. So anything like that would be pretty progressive. Right now, I feel like we're making progress right now. Damn. I read your comment, Colonel, and I find that to be pretty damn funny. But, Colonel, are you a basketball fan? If you are, what'd you think about the finals yesterday? I thought it was pretty predictable, to be honest. Not too many times in legitimate, which I don't really find to be legitimate. I believe NBA is the most rigged sport in all the planet. I believe it's more rigged than WWE, in my opinion. I guess that's just my opinion. Yeah, it's hard for them to try to pull off the stuff they do and say, oh no, we have integrity. Really, you all have integrity? Are you sure? Because it seems to me that wherever LeBron goes, all of a sudden he's getting a bunch of players to join up with him just so that he can go compete for a championship. I'm like, okay. Can't wait to face Cena at SummerSlam. Good luck. Triple threat. So don't forget you're also fighting Derek. It was okay. I mean, nothing is perfect, but it looked rigged. Yeah, because think about it. The Western and Eastern Conference Finals had both teams down 3-2, where the teams that were down 3-2 won the next two games. I mean, they both went Game 7, yada yada yada. But you know what? That ain't none of my business. That's not here nor there. Even a couple years ago, remember the Thunder went 3-1, and then oh my God, the Warriors all of a sudden found a way to get back in it and win it all. And then wait a minute, the team that was down 3-1 made the greatest comeback in history. Go to the finals. They did the same thing in the finals. They were up 3-1, and all of a sudden the Cavaliers just ended up going and win 3 straight games. And, oh my God, that is just a storyline. It's historic. Not a fan. Hey, can I have a match on NXT because I don't want to be a loser, you know? I like that attitude, DJ. So, we'll see you next time, Colonel. Thanks for coming by. Now, DJ wants a match. Brian wants a match because he said he doesn't want to be a jobber. He feels like people are out to get him. That's not a problem. So, DJ and Brian are going to fight next episode of NXT. We only got 2 more matches that are empty at the moment, so we will take care of those when we can. Let's see. If not, when do mine and JT's team debut? Ooh, there's a cheap shot. Let's see, you and JT. Oh, AJ Smith, that's right. I don't know, to be honest, because we well, I guess we do need to get a couple of tag teams in the mix now pretty soon. So that seems to be something that's needed. So probably when I start looking for number 1 contenders, we can have you guys compete against some other teams to try to figure out where you guys are going to stand and leave it at that. NXT will be today. It's actually after ECW. We're gonna, because I planned and tried to do all the shows that I wasn't able to do and do it pretty early, so that's why I started streaming at like 10:40 my time. I did SmackDown Live, and then we're here for ECW. A little later than I wanted it to be because I wanted to do it a little earlier. Had everything going, but got caught up in a couple things. Good thing they're out the way now, and it doesn't look like anything's gonna be in the way, so I'll be good to go. Let's see. If so, I won't be able to watch. Damn. That sucks. Well, don't worry, you'll still be able to see your match later on. Here it comes. He's Slater trying to set him up. Jamal going, He tried to go for an Impala. It didn't go too well. Counter Northern Light suplex. Who you was talking to me? I was talking to Stannis because he wanted to know if NXT was today. No, but I came very close and I have another match with Lucas, indeed. Oh, nice double team. Yeah, good luck, may the best man win, indeed. Look at Jamal trying to break up the pin attempt, but, oh, wait a minute, he does successfully. Heath Slater kicks out regardless. LJ, how to make a logo on 2K18? To be honest, I don't make logos. I go on Community Creations, I just look at I look at different logos and pictures that I think would match what I am looking for the best. As far as making a logo, I know there's a way to do it. I just never did because I'm not very good at doing any kind of artwork whatsoever. I've tried in the past, and trust me, it's just not good. And I didn't try it on WWE, but I tried it on like GTA and all that, where they have a tool system where you can make and come up with your own logos for crews and all that. Yeah, I'm not good at that. So, anyways, as far as making a logo on 2K18, I don't know how to do it. I know there's a lot of people that do, and they're very good. They're just, I mean, they're really great. To be honest, I find it hard to believe that they're not in an art class or something, because they're very talented at what they do. If there's an easy way to do it, I want to know, so that way I can kind of make my own logos. But hey, I just got to leave it the way it is, because again, I'm not really too sure how to do it. But if I knew it, trust me, I would tell you. I would break everything down for you. I'm just like, man. I ask people for me. I say, hey, if you see a logo, or if you know anybody that makes it, if you make it, let me. Hey, this is what I need. This is something that I could use pretty good. Dang, Lucas is a tough competitor. Look at my size. I have no chance against Lucas unless I use my speed. That's pretty much the only way anybody can beat Lucas. In the past, Lucas has lost through the most odd ways possible. It was honest. It's hard to explain because the times he's lost, it's been the most. I don't know. It's the most unpredictable way ever that you never expect him to lose that way. And ever since Survivor Series, where he eliminated 3 competitors in one night, that pretty much put him on the map big time. And that was it. Nobody was able to compete at the level he's been at for a very long time. That's why, as of even as we speak, he's the current NXT champion. He's the longest reigning Creator Wrestler NXT champion of all time, and he's gunning for that Finn Balor record. I don't know if he'll be able to pull it off, but he's pretty damn close. He's really, he's cutting down that lead. The double team coming up, suplex, power slam. Now David possibly looking for the win. No, he's looking to fly high, risk. There it is, the diving elbow drop or headbutt, one or the other. It's the headbutt. David can take it away here, man. Let's see it happen. Instead, he defers for some reason. I mean, I have some luck. My character smarts up and wins, and maybe I can win the NXT belt, but my character needs to start winning. Yeah, that's the one thing that needs to start happening. Once you start, one win will lead to another. Right now, we've seen one loss leads to another, so get a couple of dubs, and then we can start talking some real positive chances. And it's over. Heath Slater didn't even try to help. Whatever. I'm not even going to argue with that. David and Jamal have been really good lately. They've been on the same page, and that's exactly what I like, because last time around oh great. And then now they're arguing again? Oh. What the hell? I don't know how, but those guys are the tag team champions. I don't know how they've been able to coexist, and then I don't know. These guys are weird to me. They always argue for the dumbest reasons in the world, and it just baffles me. I don't even comprehend it. But regardless, they did win tonight, and they're the tag champions. So don't try to fix what ain't broken. If you guys are gonna keep on fighting with each other, and that's gonna be the reason why you guys are retaining tag championship gold, hey, by all means, do what you do. What am I gonna dispute about? You guys are making it work, so make it happen. Up next, everybody, the long-awaited debut of Graham Metalik had been drafted at ECW, but never been scheduled to compete until tonight. He's going up against Adam Kennedy up next. Okay, when I got was my debut match against Kenny Omega. Indeed. It's true. Excuse me. So... excuse me. Toxic, all I can say is, man, if the losing continues, might have to start you at the bottom, work way up again. Sometimes it happens to the best, and it's very normal. So we'll see how you do against DG. Maybe that'll kind of turn things around and light a fire underneath your ass and get you going properly, a nice jump start. If not, again, might have to consider starting from the bottom, working way up, you know?
Making his way to the ring from weighing in at 175 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, even before coming
that No Way Jose match that your character Brian Israel had, man, that just kind of ruined him quite a bit. Here comes the villain, Adam Kennedy, and he's had a very successful career here on ECW, where he's been ECW champion, television champion, tag team champion, and to nonetheless eventually won the Royal Rumble, where he decided the best chance he had to really establish himself as one of the greatest of all time was to main event WrestleMania and to take on the best world champion available, that being at the time WWE champion Brutus, and he pulled out every single last bit of skill and arsenal in his body, only just to come up short as Brutus nailed him with his very own code breaker to walk out with the win. But tonight, that's nothing. We aren't really focused on any of that, because he's got to go up against Grant Metalik, who's been a very incredible competitor on 205 Live. Now he's got to compete out of his weight class, because there is no weight class on ECW or SmackDown Live, let alone NXT. Like, everybody's going to fight anybody and everybody. It doesn't really matter who the hell you are. It's going to happen. I mean, people on 205 Live can fight out of their weight class too if they want to, but sometimes it's just not the best option. Oh, look at that, 1916. The match may have come to its end right now, but I think Adam Kennedy is going to take his time here. He's got him up with a gutbuster right off the knee, pump handle style. And look at this, Adam. He's trying to tune up the band. He's trying to go ahead and put this match to its end. He's charging it up for a super kick. Down he goes. And Grant Metalik may as well just put away, just go in the locker room now. It's over. And Adam Kennedy just showing the world what he's made of, making a very, very quick work of the very quick and agile luchador. Just didn't really go in his favor tonight. He got demolished, and now I can see why he never debuted on ECW until tonight. That was just embarrassing. And you could tell he's just very excited, starting to flex away his muscles, man, letting him know it's his show. He's well, he likes to say he's one of the very few, if not the last, ECW legend, ECW original. But I guess we'll have to save that subject for another time, because up next we got ourselves a number one contenders match to see who's going to fight for the ECW Television Championship at SummerSlam. Boss Mode and Phoenix Scroll Gone up next, guys. Boss Mode has had a very successful career. So is Phoenix. Phoenix actually won this year's January's Royal Rumble match, where he main evented WrestleMania, fought up against the best in world champion, longest reigning best in world champion of all time, at 13 weeks, Brown Pride and Dynamic Smith, in which Dynamic did pull away with the victory. Phoenix would eventually, well, that was just pretty much it. He main evented WrestleMania. That was the highlight of his career so far, and it kind of fell apart a little bit. This would be a good way to bounce back into the mix. Bossman, on the other hand, He's been SmackDown Live King of the Ring, Undisputed King of the Ring. He's been multi-time world champion, best in the world, and WWE Cruiserweight. He's held that a couple of times as well. He's been Intercontinental champion until he got drafted to ECW. Had to relinquish the title due to, well, being the fact that ECW titles are exclusive, so you can't bring any additional in or out unless it's the best in the world title, the only exception, because it's the title that floats to every brand. And he's had a couple opportunities to really be a champion here, like ECW champion, for example. Didn't really go in his favor. Kind of failed, not really miserably, but he failed. So, you know, tonight will be kind of a good way to try to build off of something. Hannibal's going to be a tough competitor, man, if he does get that done, though. What up, Damani? How you doing, dude? It's been a while. Boss Mode is here, and he's looking to show everybody that this is his moment, this is his time. But Phoenix is not a stick in the mud, man. No. This ain't gonna be a walk in the park. He knows that, and he's just confident. He believes in himself better than anybody else, and that's exactly what you need, especially when you're competing in a singles division where it's pretty much every man for himself. You ain't gonna have no friends. You ain't gonna have anyone that has your back, unless you're in a tag team, of course. But again, we ain't talking about no damn tag team division. We are talking about the singles division. You gotta work for and earn every single thing that comes your direction.
And his opponent, from Mexico, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Dragon.
Sounds to me, guys, like this crowd is ready to
And Phoenix is here, guys. He's looking to win his very first title in WWE. He's trying to show everybody he has the stuff. He's tough. I don't know about buff, but he probably is buff. It's hard to tell because he's got a lot of clothing on. Boss Mode, he's just the type of guy that don't care. He's not. You can be bigger, smaller, taller, shorter, wider, slimmer. He'll fight you. He's proven that in the past. He's proven that today, and he's gonna prove it tomorrow too. Whenever, he'll tell you who he wants to fight. He ain't shy. And here we go, guys. Phoenix and Boss Mode gonna go in and start the match now. Immediately, Phoenix wasting no time. Hurricane Run, a nice takedown. Immediately. Oh, come on. Are we about to have... I hope to God we do not have another squash. Okay, here comes Boss Mode fighting back, trying to prevent that to happen. Pretty good on his note. I like to see that. There's a couple of strikes and a DDT. And the referee's just looking upon, letting make sure that everything's going good. Trying to make sure there is no dirty tactics, no cheap shots going on here. And there it is, neckbreaker. Not a good look for Boss Mode, man. He's in a tough predicament early on. That heavy strike kind of caught him off guard for a second. And there's another DDT. Plants him head first into the canvas. Now, I don't know if Phoenix got some mind, but he's stalking around trying to find the best way to... Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Damn! Kick right into the ribs. And a jawbreaker. Here comes Boss Mode. Oh, what a clothesline. Did you see him down there knocked his helmet right off his head? Phoenix always wearing a mask, no matter if it's a thin mask that he could breathe through or if it's a helmet, I guess. It's hard to... I would imagine it's kind of hard to breathe in that damn thing. Oh well. It's his choice. And, you know, these guys have been successful. I think Boss Mode has... Well, it's hard to say because some people would rather be successful than main event WrestleMania. Some people would rather main event WrestleMania than rather, be successful. To me, they've both been successful. But I would like to say, if I had to choose what career path I would like the most, probably Boss Mode's. He's actually been world champion. Phoenix, not yet. It's a little too early to kind of tell if I would want, or if anybody for that matter would want the kind of career path he has. I mean, think about it. Winning the Royal Rumble as a rookie, that is a huge honor. But at the same time, it's like, if you didn't win and then you have nothing else to show for it ever since joining up onto the main roster, what's the point? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what is the purpose now? What am I trying to go for? Nice takedown from Boss Mode. He's starting to get things going, and another takedown. There's Phoenix now. He's trying to take control again. It's going to be tough, man. These guys are bringing out all the stops, and it just ain't enough. Oh, there goes Boss Mode. He's sent flying out of town. What up, Gabriel? How you doing, dude? It's been a while. What you been up to, man? Excuse me. Now the referee begins the count. And Phoenix, you know, he's just going to probably take his time out there. Again, this is an opportunity to fight for the ECW Television Championship at SummerSlam. It's a bit of a struggle going on here. Referee's at the count of 4. Oh, Phoenix fighting back, and he dumps him into the barricade and a drop kick. I don't know if they're going to want to have the integrity of winning in the ring, but Phoenix does. So that erases what I just asked. Oh, look at this. He just spat his face with a poison mist, green poison mist. And Phoenix couldn't capitalize on the situation at hand. Boss Mode able to counter a few times to get out of the harm's way. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. It's got him up. Phoenix driver! Boss Mode's night may be over. Phoenix could get an opportunity to face off for a title at SummerSlam, in which he does. Just like that. Wow. This match was approximately 7 minutes. It was a little under 7 minutes, but that was a pretty damn interesting match. And look at this. He's offering a handshake. Will Boss Mode accept? He does, so showing some good sportsmanship. It's a good thing I like to see. And there you have it, guys. Phoenix, he's going to SummerSlam. Good luck, man. You've earned it. You deserve it. Go get him. Don't let this opportunity go to waste, man. Make it all worth it. Up next, guys, we got the Hannibal Snyder. He likes to refer to himself as the Punisher. He's gonna come out here. He wants to come out here and make a statement. And honestly, I don't really know what it's about. Hopefully, it's good though. I'm hoping it's good. We'll see what happens. What up, Noah? What you been up to, man? I wanted to ask you for a while. Didn't get a chance to. You know, your character is a free agent, so you haven't been competing for a while. Let me see if you have any. I think you have some contract offers. Let me check. But yeah, anyways, you need to sign to a brand because you know you ain't signed anywhere. So I just want to ask you right now. You're not on Raw. You're a free agent, but you can go back to Raw if you want to. ECW doesn't have a contract offer. SmackDown Live also doesn't have a contract offer for you at the moment, but again, that could change since you're now here and we can kind of get it all out the way. So, let me know what you want to say and or do, and then we'll talk about that as soon as we're done with Hannibal's promo.
Here you go. Let's find out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your ECW Television Champion, Hannibal Snyder. Well, it looks like Phoenix is going to be fighting me for the Television Championship at SummerSlam. So, I'll be looking forward to that, and I'll be looking forward to pretty much knocking the brakes off him real quick. Seriously, Phoenix, guys, is my challenger. Out of all the people on ECW, I gotta fight Phoenix. Okay. Well, I gotta try to sell this to you anyway. You see, at SummerSlam, Phoenix is gonna show up, and it's not gonna be a good match. It's not gonna be a close match. It's not even gonna be, I don't know, 55-45. It's not gonna be 50-50 down the middle. It's gonna be a freaking blowout. I don't even think I need to show up. I already won, to be honest. So, once I'm done with him, I want somebody worthy of my time. So I'm not just going to come out here every single time just to fight a bunch of nobodies. So, we just need to get to SummerSlam, get it over with, and move forward, okay? I'm just going to leave now. I'm done talking.
No reading between the lines needed there. I thought that was pretty straightforward.
Okay then. Thank you, Hannibal, for your statement. Appreciate it. So, up next, guys, it is now time for the main event of ECW. In the main event, we got Noah versus Ethan Black. The new ECW champion is in action right here and right now. Yeah, this should be a pretty damn good one. You know, Noah is a former Best World Champion. So is Ethan. And Ethan is currently the ECW champion. His first ever main brand championship. Like, not a main brand championship. Main brand world title. You see? He's been trying to get this opportunity for a while. Matter of fact, before he left, I can't really say left. Before he retired from ECW, from professional wrestling, it was literally 2 months before the Royal Rumble, okay? And he had a contract worth $1,350,000. That's a big contract. That's almost a max contract. So he would be gone for over, let's say, I don't know, 7 months. Then he says, I want to come back to ECW. I know I'm worth a max deal. I know that's what ECW should and would pay me, but let me take $500,000 and let me earn my way back to the world title scene, in which he pretty much did. He came back. He did exactly what he needed to do. And that was that. Alright, Noah, so right now Raw has a contract offer for you, $200,000. Will you accept it? Because if you do, you're back on Raw. If you're still here. Ethan doesn't even have to worry about any number one contenders matches tonight, because we already know who he's going to fight at SummerSlam. Rematch, Jackson Sakamoto. Should be an interesting contest. You know, Jackson's a very, very talented competitor, so it's going to be tough. What up, Madhu? How you doing, man? I wish Ethan the best of luck, man. He's come a long way. He's earned to be in this moment. SummerSlam is literally right around the corner, so he's got to be very cautious. Again, Jackson is crazy good. That that Iron Man match really stole the show. It was probably the best Iron Man match in history.
And his opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 230 pounds,
I still want in that world title picture. Never put me in the back, because I will find a way to number one contendership again. Sounds good. We kind of got to wait a minute on that note, because now it's Brutus's turn. He's gotta get up in there. Did I download your call? Not yet. I'm gonna download them after this, because I plan on having you debut for NXT. So, yeah, as soon as this match concludes, this is gonna be like the shortest ECW we've ever had. Okay, see what happens.
This is great to see. Tremendous sportsmanship, mutual respect for each other.
And here we go. Match is now officially underway. Can you imagine if Noah just finds a way to, beat the ECW champion? That would be insane. Anyway, I can get myself into the title match. I mean, Brutus gets into the shot anyway, pretty much. It's going to be tough. Look at that arm drag, takedown, beautiful takedown, slams his back into the concrete. Referee counting at 2, so this isn't a title match, so you know, if any way that Noah can pick up a victory, that'll just be amazing. Damn! Thunderous suplex. Count of 4. So, you know, I'm not really too sure when Noah would... Not Noah, excuse me. Oh, yeah, actually, no. I was thinking about a different Noah, but this Noah's actually in the match, too. I was thinking about where Noah was so he can talk about the contract, but I guess he's not going to be here for a minute. But anyway, the Noah that's in the ring, he's doing pretty good so far. He's got the champ in trouble, and I think if he were to win this match, it would be pretty clear on who Ethan should fight after he's done with Jackson, whether if he does retain or not. Or I think, if he does retain, excuse me. So when is SummerSlam? Medufella, the UK champion is Lee J. Mackey. He's currently signed and competing on NXT. Oh yeah, so as far as SummerSlam is concerned, I'm not too sure. Nice big boot from Noah. And he's trying to set him up. He's charging it, guys. Get ready. You're not going to like the view here. Spear! Oh, got countered. So I kept Noah's spear on him, not as the primary, but as secondary. I'm not too sure why he went for that when he had something else in store. I guess he wanted to preserve it for later. Best thing I can come up with. And Ethan looking for the black drive. Plants his head into the canvas, looking for the win here. Will that be enough? Referee at the count of 2 and a near fall. So yeah, SummerSlam. Let me see, what's today? Today is what, Saturday? Well, Mario goes to church tomorrow, so I think we'll have it tomorrow. If he does go to church, that way I can get it out the way, and then he can do what he has to do. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Usually goes to church at like 11. So I'll see what he's going to do that day, and I'll be like, okay, well, this is what we're going to do then. He's mine. I'd like to have a #1 contender match immediately. I don't know, man. I don't think I could do that instantly because it'll literally be your debut. I can't. Well, I could, but it just wouldn't seem fair. So we'll give you a test run. We'll see how you do, and then if I'm impressed, and depending on how many times you win and lose, we can start talking about a contenders match like that. Because if there is like one more week until, then I want to find a way to turn that 1v1 into a triple threat. Yeah, well, we can't really do that because that was actually the last SmackDown that we have till SummerSlam. Look at that flatliner, end of days. Oh, we countered it. Never mind. Noah actually saved himself from disaster. Okay, that'll work. And now, I don't know what Noah's got in mind, but hell, he's got him up. Fireman's carry. Carlito won the U.S. title on his... Yeah, he did. I'll give you that. He did. But there's only a few times where I would think about putting somebody in a title match on their debut, but I can't really do it too often because then it would just again seem unfair. There's a lot of people that do deserve a championship match on NXT at the moment, rather than having somebody, come in, cut in front of the line. But you never know. If you're really good, and then one day, let's just say, I don't know, you get to the main roster, and again, you're really, really good on NXT, we could be like, you know what? Bam! Debut title match. Codebreaker! Down he goes! Noah is in trouble here. Oh, wait a minute. But he's not done. Ethan Black is not finished just yet. Here we go. He's looking for that black drive one more time. Plants him on his head. And he goes for the cover. Will that do? Will it be enough? No, it's not. Look at Ethan, man. He's getting all fired up, man. He's getting amped. I like that. There's a comeback attempt, a couple of clothesline takedowns, and he ducks out the way. Super kick! No, it doesn't look too good now. Not by any means. And the referee's just looking upon, trying to figure out what's the best way to try to call the match without stopping anybody from their hot streak they got going on. Because Ethan, he looks unstoppable right now. There's another code breaker. That may be the conclusion that we've been looking for. Nope, no it's not. I'll take it back. But Ethan, he catches him, refuses to let this go into a defensive mode. Oh, see, look at that. Nice counter, and that's it. Noah, that was his last chance to really get back in the match. He's about to suffer a loss here. Get ready for it, guys. For the Black Drive again. The ECW champion will win this non-title match. Oh, no, he's not. That is unbelievable. I don't know how he just kicked out, but he did. He found a way to do it, and I applaud him. What's the next SDL pay-per-view? That will be, I believe, it's going to be Backlash, because the next couple of months, August, September, October, yeah, they're going to be back-to-back events where each show has their own exclusive pay-per-view, so that'll be 6 pay-per-views in 2 months, and then we'll be back down to like 2, something like that, but yeah. We'll have SmackDown Live's going to have, I know for sure, Backlash and No Mercy. Raw's going to have Clash of Champions and Hell in a Cell. ECW, I forgot what ECW's having, but they're having their own pay-per-views. We're going to get to that. Probably during SummerSlam or after SummerSlam. Don't forget also, guys, during the first 2 weeks of Universe, after SummerSlam, it's going to be the Superstar Shakeup. They're going to be the first week, Raw, SmackDown Live, and ECW are going to get together, have a little chat, and say who they want to trade, yada, yada, yada. Excuse me, I take that back. I'm going to re-explain that in a second. Big boot, here's the takedown. He can knock out the ECW champion. He doesn't. Possibly, but we're not there yet, so we got to wait and find out what happens at SummerSlam. Especially if Brutus loses, which will shock me. Then we could try to talk about what's next for Michael Roberts going into Backlash. But again, right now, we're not really focused on that at the moment. So, what was I going to bring up again? Let me see, was it the pay-per-view? No, hold on, there's a kick out again. How about a 6-man battle royal tournament who would eventually get a number one contendership match? Probably, we'll see what happens. We're about to see another Black Drive in a second. It's the 4th one of the night, and he does connect again. If that doesn't win it, I don't know what will. Okay, I give up. I think Noah's about to find a way to win. He's going to find a way to actually knock out the world champion. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you, Silva. Okay, so I take it back. The first week of the Superstar Shakeup, Raw is going to talk to SmackDown Live and ECW, do some trades. The second week, it's going to be a live trade negotiation on stream. Yeah, that's just about that. Here we go, and nope, I'm not going to do anything. So, because the way we do this like this, we do 2 weeks because, one, Mario likes to have it kind of like real life scenario. Some people just get shown up, they just show up. Okay, hey, this guy got traded here, so that's what's up. And then the second week, it's just SmackDown Live and ECW. We just like trades. Like, okay, you want to trade him? I don't want him, so I want this guy. What's up? And if no trades get down, then no trades get done. Period. What's the average overall to cause? It's hard to say because we have low overall superstars because they lose a lot of matches, then they build their overall back up. I think the average overall we see here that do just about average would have to be about 90, 91-ish. We've seen up to an average B92. The good superstars that just win too many damn matches, they get 95 and up. The ones that suck, man, they go like 95 and lower. Or was it? No, wait, 87 and lower. Ethan Black finally wins the match. I don't even know how he did it. He just did it. Congratulations, man. Noah had a tough time, but he kicked out of 4 black drives. 4 black drives. That's amazing. I don't care how he lost. He was stuck in it through thick and thin. What a match. What a contest. And you know what? He sure as hell made everybody alert. So, yeah. Congrats, Ethan. Enjoy the title run, man. Right now, it's pretty good, and good luck at SummerSlam. It should be a good match. Okay, guys. So now, I'm gonna set up NXT. Do not forget, we have a UK and an NXT Championship match where Lee J and King Feck are going to fight 2 out of 3 falls. Plus the main event is going to be Lucas and Stannis 20-minute Iron Man match. And that's going to happen within about, 5 minutes. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see you all when we get there. Until we get there, well, you just have to wait. Cut. And that's a wrap.